shits.
If y'all never heard of him, he's a TikTok conspiracy theorist. He's well known for the dumbest theories, like the sun is not real, it can't heat up. I guess a big giant yellow thing in the sky is not real. If you think he's just joking, I don't know, he seems for real to me. Today he thinks poop is not real. He's kind of right. I never pooped once, so I'm gonna let him cook for a second.
7 billion shits. That's a lot of shit. That's a big pile of shit. Can you imagine if you were 80 fucking years old? The amount of shit you could make? Where are they putting it? You don't want to believe in magic.
I don't know what to do with this information. Probably in the sewers, probably in the ocean, letting the little fishy swimming in it. Hell, probably in your backyard chilling with the grass. I don't know, but he's cooking, guys. He is cooking. Let this.
I'm a fucking pipe fitter. I'm a sprinkler fitter. I know systems, okay? I'm kind of a plumber sometimes. I can change a toilet. I don't know where shit goes.
Oh my god, guys, he's sometimes a plumber and he doesn't know where the poop goes. The reptilians are eating our massive stinky poops for dinner. We need to ban the government. They're making the frogs gay. I can't even take him serious. If you don't know where the poop goes, why don't you research it like I guess, a normal person and not try to make a whole theory about it, because it's just gonna make you look dumb as hell. Or I guess he feels like he's the smartest person in the world.
Where does it go? Listen, 7 billion people, okay? Some people take more than one shit. That's 7 billion shits. Do you know what 100 people looks like? Have you seen the pile of shit 100 people can make?
I have never seen 100 people take a shit and place it in a pile. I don't think I want to see it anyway, but are you okay, bro? You need professional help. This is a shit fetish at the max. You're too deep in the rabbit hole. You're mathing poop. Who let this motherfucker become Einstein of shit? Have you seen 100 people take a poop on the toilet and place it in a pile? Have you became a mad scientist and calculate the poop pounds and the shit particles? I just want to know, because first off, how did you got the thought process of this?
How about 100,000? How about 200, 300, 400,000, 500,000, 999, 999, 999 shits? That's 1 billion. Times that by 7, and then add days.
There is no fucking way he did math over shit. There's actually no fucking way. Like this man calculate days. He calculate numbers. He calculated people. This man is cooking in the kitchen, and I don't know when it's gonna burn, but it's smelling kind of shitty. You feel me?
Where are they putting this shit? That's an astronomical fucking number of shits. 7 billion shits? 999, 999, shits times 7 times 365. Where are these shits going?
I guess he was so serious about this, he made a part 2, and this time he wanted to dress up and talk about the devastating news of the missing shits in the world. My theory is every government in the world came together and made a modified black hole to suck all of our shits into space, probably even some goldfishes. If this is true, this man spoke up when no one asked him at all. It's a crazy world we're living in, and I hope our shits are safe out there.
Shits part 2. So I made a post about how much human waste human beings would create a day or in a year if there were 8 billion of us. And it's an unfathomable pile of shit, right? It's also an unfathomable number of people. There can't be that many people on Earth. It's impossible.
He is the definition of someone that has not done any research or even used common sense to understand something. He's talking big because he thinks his points are right and doesn't need anything to back up his claims. And how much people does he think are on this planet?
55 people? I see the same people every fucking day.
And people don't know the value of these numbers, okay? That's the fucking problem. And this is why they do it, okay? If a person is born, there is millions of dollars allotted to each individual person. That's how much money you're going to make in your life. That's how much money you're going to spend, right? These millions of dollars. And the way the Federal Reserve works, if there's this many people in this country, there has to be this amount of money for supply and demand, basically, right? Same way as companies work.
How can you understand the Federal Reserve, but you can't understand where your poop goes after you flush? I let you cook for too long. That shit's burnt. It's chilling in hellfire now because of you. And I can't enjoy a well-seasoned steak now because you sent that beef to hell. Are you happy now, sir? Are you happy?
Now, if you have fake people, right? Say there's only half the population they say there is in every single country. Every single election is entirely controlled by people that make up fake numbers.
It went from poop talk to political shit talk. Both of these shouldn't be compared. On one hand, you're talking about political shit. On the other hand, you're talking about actual shit. I know he's giving an example, but I don't think the government would fake numbers of the amount of people living in the world because we hate overpopulation. Also, when scientists do studies, they use the word accuracy, suggestive, and even estimate. That's why we have surveys and shit like that. For example, while we're on the topic of poops, let's just say they made a survey of how many times you take a poop in a day on average. If 70 out of 100 people said 3 times a day, they then can calculate how many poops those people can produce in a year, giving us an accurate percentage and a estimate amount in total. And I'm not saying all studies are accurate, but for the most part, a lot of them are dang close.
Do you get where I'm going with this? If you just create people out of thin air, you also create money out of thin air, and you also control the entirety of how the world works. Who votes for who?
Dog is so delusional, he can't believe we produce like 8 billion waste a day, so the government fake numbers of the amount of people in the world to gain more numbers of votes. You got all this from a poop theory. My guy, were you on the toilet when you thought about this?
And the bastards at the top are the ones that made all these rules in the first place, right? How your taxes work, how all these things work. They cook the books for Earth.
I don't understand these theories. If you don't understand something, why don't you go out and learn about it without thinking it's delusional, it's all a deploy to trick us? Just pick up a book for yourself.
That is what I was getting at.
I'm actually speechless. Bro went from talking about poop to make a political rant about it. I don't even know if he's joking. He put so much heart into part 2 to make me think he's actually serious. If this is the case of him being for real, I have so much questions. What made you wanting to make a video talking about this? Was it so deep in your head you wanted to let it out on some Naruto shit? You want us to question the government and the people who made studies about our poops? Do you care so much about your poop, wanting to know if they're in a safe environment? I guess I would never find out, but happily I don't want to find out. But if you guys enjoyed this, backslap that like button and sub for more. I'm coming out with a documentary in the later future if you want to check it out. Hope you guys will have a beautiful day and a better tomorrow.